episode of your favorite quiz show that tests your knowledge about all things Melbourne. Welcome to AECC Global Melbourne Q.
But more importantly, I'm your charming host, Michael. And if you want to test your local knowledge about Melbourne, I'm your guy.
Really? Well, I'm Suhasini and I wasn't born here, but I think I can give you a run for your money on that one.
Well, we're about to get down with some facts on Melbourne town.
Shouldn't do the rhyming.
Yep, regretted it as soon as I said it.
Very good. Okay, so now every episode of this show is dedicated to test how well our three teams know the facts, places and people of this beautiful city.
Yes, which we will test over 3 different rounds. The Easy Peasy Round, which has simple questions for everyone, then the Picturebook Round, the Visual Round, and finally, the Fair Dinkum Round, where you gotta get those buzzers going.
And at the end of these 3 rounds, we tally the score. 1 team gets left behind and 2 teams move on to the quarterfinal, and then maybe the semi-final, and then the grand final.
Oh, well that's when 2 teams battle it out for the glory.
And the grand prize, which is...
The winning team gets a fabulous $2,500 hamper, including education services from AECC Global, a 2-night stay at Phillip Island from YHA Australia, a Melbourne entertainment book from Entertainment Publications, and a gourmet chocolate hamper from Junction.
Doesn't that sound incredible?
It does indeed. I'm sure our teams are quite excited about that, so let's get to know our amazing teams a bit better, shall we?
Good idea. The first team is the Bollypoppers. Welcome to the show. Now, why don't you introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about what Bollypoppers means?
Good evening, my name is Miko. I'm doing a master's degree in Monash University, and we both like dancing.
Yep.
And met each other in an awesome Bollywood performance.
Cool.
And that's the reason we named our team Bollypoppers.
Right.
Right.
And what's your name?
My name is Kapriana. I'm from Indonesia. I met lovely Miko in our Bollywood thing.
One night performance.
One night performance
Yeah.
as well. We perform at the International White Night Student thing. Yes.
So what's the name of your group?
Our group is Bollypoppers right now because we're performing Bollywood dance, but more the pop thing.
Well, thanks for being here, and I would like to wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
And move on to our next team, the Navitas Professionals. So again, what does that mean? And please introduce yourselves.
Hello everyone, my name is Chenhui. I'm original from China and I moved to Melbourne after I finished my study at the University of Tasmania. And also this is my friend, I know him through Navitas Professional.
Awesome. And so what is the Navitas Professional program?
Hi everyone, I'm Prashant and I'm from India and I moved here about 5 years ago, straight to Melbourne and been studying in RMITV ever since. Navitas Professional is a student organisation which helps international students with their careers in the Australian workplace, basically.
Awesome.
All right, so hope you guys play professionally.
Yep.
And all the best.
Great. And we'll move on to our final team, the Strikers. Now, I think I can take a guess about what this means, but why don't you make sure we all know, and please tell us what Strikers means.
Hello everyone, how are you? It's Usman here, doing Masters of Engineering from Latrobe, and it's good to be here in Melbourne and for the quiz show also. So the name actually Strikers means that we want to hit all the hurdles and strike win the battle.
Whoa.
And the good part of our team is that I'm from Pakistan and he's from India, so I guess it's a good combination to strike here in Melbourne.
Absolutely. Wow.
As long as you don't strike each other out.
Don't take a strike and leave. But thanks so much.
And what about yourself?
I am Narasimha Prasad. I am doing my masters in Latrobe. So yeah, Melbourne. I'm a 3-year-old baby to Melbourne. So sorry, 3-month-old rather.
3-month-old baby.
Wow, that's older than I am.
Do you think you know enough about Melbourne to take part in the quiz?
Yeah, hopefully I will try my best.
All right, on that note, thanks very much.
And let's give them a big round of applause.
Okay, so now it's time to begin the game. What do you think?
I think that's a perfect thing to do.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so let's begin with the Easy Peasy round.
Yes, of which I am sort of a self-proclaimed champion.
We'll see about that.
Yes, we will.
So in this round, we'll ask each of you 5 questions each, and you get 10 points for every correct answer, and don't worry, we won't take any negative points. So this is going to be easy as pie.
Yep.
All right, so let's begin the Easy Peasy round. First question for Team Bollypoppers. The common phrase, "I'll meet you under the clocks," refers to the clocks of which train station?
Flinders Street.
Correct. 10 points to you.
Great work. Over to you, Navitas professionals. Your question is, name the only City Loop station that is closed on weekends.
Flagstaff.
That is correct. Great work.
Okay, Team Strikers. To take a V-Line train to regional Victoria, which train station in the city would you go to?
Flinders.
Ooh, that's the wrong answer. It's Southern Cross.
Don't worry. Next question for Bollypoppers. Name the river that is visible from Southgate and flows through Melbourne CBD.
Yarra River.
Absolutely correct. Well done.
Okay. Name Australia's oldest public art museum located on St Kilda Road in Southbank next to the Arts Centre.
That's the National Gallery of Victoria.
Correct. Very good.
Over to the Strikers. Name any two suburbs in Melbourne that also contain the word Melbourne.
City of Melbourne.
We were looking for Port Melbourne or North, South, East or West Melbourne. That's all right, we're still in the game.
Okay, Team Bollypoppers. The AFL, Aussie Rules Football, was founded in Melbourne. Is that true or false?
True.
Correct.
For Navitas professionals, what form of sport is played in the tournament titled the Big Bash League?
Cricket.
That is correct.
Okay, Team Strikers. The Melbourne Marathon is an athletic event open to general public. Is that true or false?
True.
Correct.
The Bollypoppers, what type of radio station did Melbourne have the first in the world of? Is it either A, gay and lesbian, or B, business breakfast?
Business breakfast.
Sorry, it's incorrect, it was gay and lesbian.
And it was called the Rainbow Radio.
She was listening.
Team Navitas professionals, the world's first full-length surviving feature film was filmed in Melbourne in 1906. Is that true or false?
I'm gonna go with false.
Ooh, that's actually true. It was a story of the Kelly gang.
For the Strikers, Australia's first federal parliament was held in Melbourne in 1901. Is that true or false?
Yeah, true.
Correct. It's true.
Okay, Team Bollypoppers. Who were the original inhabitants of the land that later became known as Melbourne? Is it A, Victorian people, or B, Wurundjeri people?
Wurundjeri people.
Very good.
And good work
Correct.
pronouncing that. Over to Navitas professionals. Who was responsible for creating the grid system for the streets of Melbourne CBD? Either A, John Batman, or B, Robert Hoddle.
Go with A, John Batman.
Incorrect. It was actually Robert Hoddle.
Okay, and Team Strikers, which political party does current Premier of Victoria, Daniel Andrews, belong to? Is it A, Australian Labor Party, or B, the Greens?
Australian Labor Party.
Correct. All right. Well, amazing job, everyone. That is the end of the easy peasy round. Now you can breathe. Okay. How did the round go for you guys?
I was breathing pretty well the whole time,
Okay,
so I think I
that's
did
good.
pretty well.
That's good because I've got a great true or false question that I think you'll be very interested in, Michael.
Okay, well then in that case I got to get my game face on.
What does that look like?
Just the same face, yeah.
Yeah. So the term Batmania, have you heard that?
Yeah.
It's used to describe the fan activity around the world-famous superhero Batman. And this name was almost the original name of Melbourne. Is that true or false?
I really, really hope that's true because I sort of have some inner Batman in me, yeah.
Oh, is it coming out?
It's very inner though, so it won't come out yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, we try to get Michael back to reality. Please take a short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on AECC Global Melbourne Q.
Hi everyone, I'm Jenny.
I'm Sue.
And together we're from Chai Junction. At Chai Junction we do a number of creative projects that involve international students and young people.
So stuff like theatre, film, TV, including the TV show you're watching right now, AECC Global Melbourne Q. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, and you may want to join in our next project. So keep watching and say ciao. Welcome back to AECC Global Melbourne Q. Before the break, I asked a question. Is it true or false that Batmania was almost the original name for our dear city, Melbourne?
I really hope it's true because my inner Batman has really overtaken me in the outbreak, yeah. I think I've even seen the bat signal.
Whereabouts?
Mainly in my imagination, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, if anyone else guessed the same, which is true, right? That's what you guessed?
Yeah.
Then you'd be correct.
Oh my God.
Very good. Well, we also had that as a question in one of our earlier episodes, so it pays to watch AECC Global Melbourne Q.
Which I do all the time.
Yes, great. Melbourne was almost named Batmania after one of the founding fathers, John Batman.
Okay.
Some of the other names for Melbourne were Bear Brass and Duta Gala, to name just a few.
Bear burp, that sounds like a good one. I think I actually feel a bear burp coming on.
Stop. Well, we don't want to go there. But we do have our scores, which you might want to announce instead.
Definitely do. So why don't we have a look at our scores after round one. The Bollypoppers are currently sitting on 40 points. Navitas Professionals are on 30 points and Strikers are on 30 points.
Very good.
So all teams are going pretty well and playing your hardest. So now, without further ado, time for round two, a picture book round, which is still a personal favourite.
Why is that?
Oh, pictures, vision, imagination, maybe even some pictures of Batman will appear.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, here in this round, we'll have a set of visual cues which will appear on the screen right here. Again, like the first round, there'll be 10 points for every correct answer and no negative points.
Yep, so let's begin my favourite round, the picture book round.
Ta-da-da.
So over to Team Bollypoppers, your question is, this is the logo for which council area?
City of Melbourne.
Correct.
Very good. Okay, Team Navitas Professionals. Name this famous brand of shoe polish which was manufactured in Melbourne, which was first manufactured in Melbourne.
Kiwi?
Correct.
Great work. Over to the Strikers. Where can you find this fob watch clock in Melbourne?
Flinders Street?
Oh, incorrect. It's actually Melbourne Central.
Okay, Team Bollypoppers. Born in Melbourne, I'm the judge of popular reality TV show X Factor, and my sister is also a famous pop singer. Who am I? Correct.
Great work. Over to Navitas Professionals. Having grown up and lived in Melbourne for a large part of my life, I'm famous for my roles in films like Memento, The Hurt Locker, The King's Speech, Jack Irish, Iron Man 3, among others. Who am I?
I'm sorry, pass.
Not sure.
You want to take a guess?
Yeah, take a guess. No negative points.
I don't know the names. Maybe he can try.
That's right. It was Guy Pearce. So.
Okay, Team Strikers. Born in Malaysia and grown up in Melbourne, I was the first winner of Australian Idol in 2003. I've had a successful singing career and with multiple awards, and will be the Australian representative at the 2015 Eurovision Song Contest. Who am I? Ooh, time's up. Okay, the answer is Guy Sebastian.
Another guy. Over to Bollypoppers. Name this heritage railway that operates in the Dandenong Ranges area, which is a tourist attraction.
Puffing Billy. Puffing.
Correct, great work.
Okay, Team Navitas, name this animal that can be seen in Melbourne Zoo.
Wombat.
Sorry?
Wombat?
Wombat.
Wombat is correct.
Great work. Strikers. Name this AFL team that won the 2014 Grand Final.
Carlton.
Sorry, incorrect. It was actually Hawthorn Hawks. But that's the end of that round, the picture book round. Well done, everyone.
Well done.
Unfortunately, however, there were no photos of Gotham making an appearance.
Well, maybe you could dress up as Batman in the next episode.
Yeah.
And as for you guys watching, why don't you send us a selfie of yourself or anything Batman related that you spot around Melbourne? How's that?
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. And
is,
while we
right?
think about where to go and what to do, don't touch your remote. We'll be right back after this short break on AECC Global
Melbourne Q!
Welcome back to AECC Global Gotham Q. I don't know the name because I'm Batman, your co-host.
Okay, Batman, this is AECC Global Melbourne Q, and where's Michael, our co-host? Can you please send him back?
Oh, well, he's fighting crime while I'm... Oh, Suhasini, you always have to ruin it. I'm just trying to keep fun. Well, since I am here, Michael, why don't we check the scores after that last round?
Thank you.
Okay, well, someone's got to fight crime. Bollypoppers are currently sitting on 70 points. Navitas Professionals, they're on 50 points. And Strikers are on 30 points.
All right.
But they won't be like that for long, as it's now time for our bonus question.
So here in this bonus round, we ask our amazing studio audience a question. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. And if your answer is correct, you can add 10 points to any team you like.
Exactly, we love getting the audience involved, so this is your chance.
That we do. Okay, so are you ready? Great, okay. Our question for today, name any one street on the corner of which the Melbourne Town Hall is located.
So, hands up in the audience if you think you know it. All right, we've got one right in the front row over there. If you can have the microphone, awesome. And what do you think the answer is?
It's Collins Street.
It is
Collins Street is correct.
Great
Very
work.
good.
And what's your name?
My name is Sophie.
Sophie. And which team would you like to donate your 10 points to?
I will donate to Strikers
Strikers.
Strikers, all right, why is that?
because they are quite new to Melbourne. So, yeah.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
All right.
All right, thank you, Sophie. And Sophie also wins a goodie bag, courtesy AECC Global. Congratulations.
So everyone's a winner. And now with 10 points added to that, let's have a look at the scores. The Bollypoppers are now on 70 points, Navitas Professionals on 50 points, and the Strikers, 40 points.
All right, very good. Strikers. Good. It pays to have friends in the audience, doesn't it?
Yeah, anyone in the audience, really.
Okay, so now we've reached the last and final round, the fair Dinkum round.
Yes, this is our round where we ask rapid-fire questions, all our teams, over the span of 3 minutes. If you think you know the answer, all you've got to do is press that buzzer.
Yeah, that's right. We'll give 10 points for every correct answer. But be careful, in this round, the wrong answer means we'll take away 5 points from you.
Yes, exactly. And remember, don't call out your answer until I've called your team name, and just have fun. Is everyone ready? Because it's going to be intense.
Okay, let's do a quick test of the buzzers.
Great. Perfect.
All right, excellent. Okay, so is everyone ready?
Excited?
All right, good. And your 3 minutes start now. The City Circle is a train running across Melbourne. Is that true or false?
Navitas Professionals.
That's correct. It's a tram. The suburb Garfield is named after the cartoon character. Is that true or false?
Navitas Professionals.
False.
Correct.
Where can you find the Chinese Museum in Melbourne?
Strikers. In
Okay.
Chinatown or Little Burke Street.
Okay, next question. There is a time difference between Melbourne and Sydney because of daylight savings. Is that true or false?
Bollypoppers.
False.
Correct.
Beginning which year did the free tram zone come into operation?
Navitas Professionals.
2015.
Correct.
The phrase "lest we forget" relates to which event?
Navitas Professionals.
Anzac Day.
Correct.
MICF stands for which famous festival that was held recently in Melbourne? Anyone? Okay, no,
Stands
that's...
for Melbourne International Comedy Festival.
Which famous Australian tune does the Melbourne Central Clock play every hour? No one? It's the Waltzing Matilda. St Kilda Road is in St Kilda. Is that true or false?
Strikers.
False.
Correct. Which is Melbourne's Italian-inspired street?
Navitas.
Lagon Street.
Correct.
What type of drink is a flat white?
Navitas.
Water.
Sorry, incorrect.
What is the full form of the TV channel ABC?
Australian Broadcast Corporation.
Hold on, I'm gonna call your name. Strikers.
Australian Broadcast Corporation.
Correct. What would my Mikey fare be if I'm on a tram in the free tram zone?
Navitas Professionals.
0.
Correct.
Name the street that comes next in this series. Flinders, Collins, Burke, Lonsdale.
Navitas.
Latrobe.
Correct.
Melbourne is also the name of a city in the USA. Is that true or false?
Bollypoppers.
True.
That is correct. Stay in Florida.
Name the only passenger airline that operates flights from Avalon Airport.
It was Jetstar.
Name the cultural event in Melbourne that runs across the city on a night in February from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Bollypoppers.
White Knight.
That is correct.
On which inner Melburnian beach can you see penguins?
Strikers.
St. Kilda.
That's correct.
On what date does Boxing Day occur every year?
Navitas.
26th
Of.
December.
Correct.
Name any 2 cinema chains operating in Melbourne.
Strikers.
Hyatt's and Sunshine.
Correct. Hoyt's Village and Palace.
Oh, Village.
That's right.
Okay, that's close. Where in Melbourne is the Medibank Ice House, the ice skating and
Bollypoppers.
ice hockey venue located?
Docklands.
That's correct.
Docklands is correct. And that is the end of our questioning.
Wow, what a tense round.
Very good. Okay, how do you guys feel?
I felt pretty good.
Happy now.
Yeah. You did pretty well,
How do,
seriously.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel?
Yeah, it was.
Did you think you went well?
Yeah, I
Do you
was
think...
pretty nervous. I made a silly mistake with the flat white. I was really tense.
Yeah, I thought you were the
Yeah, no, I was
drinker.
really tense. And I just.
Who wants to know the scores?
I'm excited to hear it.
All right, very good. So our final scores are Team Bollypoppers, 110 points. Team Navitas Professionals, 125 points. And Team Strikers, 60 points.
Which does mean that unfortunately we have to say goodbye to the Strikers, but thank you so much for playing. You did an awesome game.
Yeah, unfortunately you striked out, but we loved having you on the show. And as for today's winners, the Navitas Professionals, and runners-up, Bollypoppers, we'll see you in the next round of the quarterfinals. And that means you're also one step closer to winning the grand prize, which is...
The winning team gets a fabulous $2,500 hamper, including education services from AECC Global, a 2-night stay at Phillip Island from YHA Australia, a Melbourne entertainment book from Entertainment Publications, and a gourmet chocolate hamper from Chai Junction.
I'm just counting down the minutes for that final episode.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, can't wait.
All right, well, you better do some homework as well, and you guys too. But as for tonight's episode, time to say goodbye, and we say that with a thank you to our sponsors and supporters, our lovely teams, and our lovely audience. Thank you very much.
And I'd like to say to you, Suhasini, thank you for being a great host.
Oh, wow, and thanks for joining us, Batman, wherever you are. And as for you guys, we'd love to hear from you on Facebook. And we'll see you next week for another dose of all things Melbourne in a brand new episode of AECC Global
Melbourne Q.
Really excited, and I was really happy that I could answer most of the questions. I don't know, I just knew all the answers. Tough luck for the other opponents.
Feeling good. Hope we had fun here and it was a really nice quiz. And seeing other opponents playing the game. And I'll be back soon and I'll get the trophy next season.
We just have to go around Melbourne a lot because we missed out a lot of things. Exercise our nerves, like the budget.